Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Sak here, and today we're going to be streaming the brand new Entomologist buff. It's not that new, but I haven't done a stream on the Entomologist buff yet. So what is the Entomologist buff, for those of you who already forgot, because I definitely already forgot. I'm reading this now at IDV Wiki. So basically, there's a couple things that they changed to Entomologist, but the biggest one by far is this one. They made it so the Swarm of Insects depletion when attacked was reduced from 40% to 35%. So basically what this means is every single time the hunter swung at your bees, you lost 20% up to 40%, because the hunter can swing two times at your bees before they disappear, before they get destroyed, whatever you want to call it. So that would mean that in 5 hits, a hunter would destroy your bees. Now it's going to take 6 hits to destroy your bees. So you get an extra swing out of your bees. Really nice, and the way it's worded on the buff is that it got reduced from 40 to 35% for every time, 2 times hunter swings at your beast. Kind of a little bit confusing, but if you do the math, you find out that half of 40% is 20%, so you're losing 20% per hit, as opposed to now you're only losing 17.5% per hit. That equals to an extra hit on your beast, which is really nice. Besides that, they've also made it so the cooldown is 5 seconds shorter, which is significant. I definitely feel that Entomologist, one of the things I didn't like about Entomologist was how long her cooldown was. You know, for a Survivor ability, for a 20-second cooldown, it's very long for Survivors to have a cooldown that insanely long, because most Hunter abilities are between 10 and 20 seconds. So if you have a cooldown that takes longer than 10 seconds as Survivor, you're probably going to have a hard time dealing with at least one of the Hunter's abilities after your bees runs out. Now you have that 15-second cooldown, which is going to be handy, especially since your ability is already kind of built to slow down the Hunter. So maybe with like 7 seconds of slowing down the Hunter, and maybe with like another 7 seconds of like window boost or like dropping a pallet to stall the Hunter, maybe then you'll get your bees out in time. There are extra buffs, like now you can disperse the insects when you're knocked down, which is a nice quality of life change. And also, that survivors within range of the bees can now see them. They can literally see your bees, like an outline of it. I've never seen that before yet when I was playing Survivor. In fact, I haven't even noticed it. But reading on the buffs here, there are these 4 buffs. The main 2 are cooldown decrease and making it take more hits to kill the beast, but there are these quality of life changes. Like if you got knocked down, you can now make your bees disappear instead of like, now the hunter just picks you up and then they swing at your bees, which is definitely like a nice quality of life change for Entomologists. In case you're new to Entomologists, I know I had that happen to me a lot when I would get knocked down, and then my bees would just be sitting around. I could try to move them away. I could, but then the hunter would pick me up. I can't move them anymore. Then they walk after the bees, destroy them, and that's it for the bees. But also now survivors can see the see the outline of bees, which is nice in case you're trying to support. It is very hard to support as Entomologist when you're not playing on a team, just because, you know, your team has no idea where your bees are. It is very difficult. I'm not sure if they ever change this, but when you ping your bees, you don't, it doesn't show where the bees are. It's very different from Mechanic, where Mechanic's robot, when you ping on the doll, do they show the names of, does everyone just have a really long name? I don't remember. Did the map spawn selection always show everyone's names, or is everyone's name just really long, so it looks like I don't know, guys. It looks like there's never been names on spawn selections, and now that everyone has like an incredibly long name, and half of them I can't even read, now it feels like, man, were there always names on the spawn selection? I think there were. I just never noticed until now, I guess. But anyway, pretty sure there were. Man, Spicy, I don't know how well you play. I guess I'll accept. Better than playing by myself, right? So I know Shad is not going to get blocked here, and I'm going to leave Small Bow for that other person. Normally, the person who spawns behind Small Bow, that's me, or like on the edge of the map. Normally, they do that cipher, but I have a feeling that whoever spawned next to me is not going to be thinking about me. So they're just going to go ahead and take Small Boat Cypher is my guess. And looks like they did. Looks like they did just steal Small Boat Cypher, not even thinking about where I spawned. For ideal Cypher Rush, they should be the one doing Shack. I should be the one doing that Cypher, but it's whatever. I don't think it really matters that much here, because either way, it's going to take about the same amount of time to walk to Cornfield for him and me. Maybe a little bit further for me, but either way, it's probably fine. You can definitely pre-place your bees to block a teleport. Like, you can put the bees right on top of where the hunter would teleport on. This is one of the things I've meant to be doing in this game for a long time, for years now, where I meant to have like my alt account test out where hunter spawns on ciphers. I'm pretty sure they spawn on the left side, But I can never remember for the life of me exactly which side a hunter spawns on when they teleport, so I never... It's the one survivor that this matters for is Entomologist, knowing where they spawn. I can never remember. Now, another thing, I'm really bad at Entomologist. I never play Entomologist. I just don't like the way the ability works. The ability is not really like a counter to hunter abilities. It just kind of slows down the hunter, and I'm not a big fan of these kinds of survivor abilities where it's all about like running away from the hunter or trying to slow them down, because it depends too much on your area for that to be a good strategy, as opposed to playing something like Magician where it's very reactive. And you can almost always get value out of the illusion no matter what palette you're at, just because it works on almost every palette. And it's also much more reaction based, so you could use it to block hunter abilities. It's kind of funny because the Magician also slows down hunters. Entomologist does it way better, of course, but I just prefer Magician just because I feel it's a lot more versatile, less animation time setting up the bees. Now with the lower cooldown on the bees, maybe Entomologist would be a good option as well, but just Magician. Such a good survivor, such a strong survivor, even with that invisibility off a chair, which no one talks about. Even that, man, I can't accept both you guys. Even that, which is really nice to rebound with Magician every once in a while. But Entomologist does have the support value. I don't think we're going to do it yet. Okay, since our Cypher is ahead, we could do it when our Cypher is ahead. But right now, let's just keep decoding for now. I'm just going to play it safe. Because right now, as long as Novice just rescues and Weeping Clown takes over the Cypher, we should be fine here. But you see, this is such a tough choice. Like, we could try to support, but then no one is decoding is the problem. If no one is decoding, then the support is pointless. Unfortunately, Weeping Cloud just went down there. He didn't... I was hoping he'd at least run towards Small Bow, but that didn't happen. See, that's the kind of the issue with Entomologist. You can't really move the bees without also not being able to move yourself. And we really need someone to do this last Cypher machine. Otherwise, there's no point of supporting. Novice is just going to do that. Weeping Clown is just going to do that. Sorors who are already there can do that. I need to go do the Cypher machine, though. As great as I want to be the hero in the situation, it just doesn't make sense. We already have survivors there who can do that for us. I need to be the one who decodes, though. It would be nice if you could, like, move the bees around while you're walking as Entomologist. Kind of like with Dreamage, how Dreamage can move the leeches around while she's on a different body, just if she lets go. That would be really cool as Entomologist. I think that would give a lot of interesting strategy for supporting with Entomologist. I just never have been a fan of it just because you usually need someone to decode. There are times it's useful, but there's also a lot of times where people misuse it, and it's not a good time. Okay, turns out there were actually two people there, so that pop was awful. If only one of them pinged, I would have known they were there. That sucks. Well, Novice would have had to been the one to ping, because Weeping Clown was the one knocked down, and Lawyer's also the guy knocked down. A little bit awkward there. If only they had said something, we would have known. 1%. Because ideally, what you would want to do in that situation, if there's already a survivor there, well, you can't really. You can't heal stall against Peddler, though. Because Peddler's just going to stun you and then pick up. Yeah, you know what? I don't regret that pop. It's honestly, I feel like they should have gotten off. Cypher was almost primed anyway. Because otherwise, you're just going to get stunned, either by the Vine. Well, the Vine doesn't stun very long if it's right next to the survivor. What am I doing? This is a great time to go help with the bees. Let's go ahead and start moving these bees. But yeah, as I was saying, maybe I should move my body, though. No. No, I can't really, because of teleport. Trump card teleport. We could slow her down with the bees here. She's definitely going to try to make her way towards these survivors. Okay, that's not where I thought she would go, unfortunately. Well, we are here to protect him, but I have a feeling that these bees are not going to be what we need right now. We need someone, an extra hand, basically, to help out with the rescue here. The bees aren't really what we need right now. Although, it's nice to have them already positioned there in case we need them. Okay, let's see if she goes after the bees. Okay, I don't know if she will. I'm hoping the Lawyer will just go after... Man, I wish the Novice would, like, walk away from the chair. Just crawl a little bit further away just so the Hunter can't see both. But yeah, I can't get too close because of this Vine. Does this Vine actually slow down? I actually have no idea. Does that slow down?
Oh, we're dead. Oh no, the bee saved us. Nice. Problem is that... Oh, but she doesn't have the tension. The tension just ran out, so that was perfect for me. And now we just make our way out of here. Well timed. Look at that. The bees actually did save me there, just because of the fact that as long as the tension runs out, we can take that hit and just boost away with a window. That was really nice. And I'll leave these bees here. But at first, I gotta make sure... Well, I don't actually have to, because the teleport was already switched to. So there is going to be no teleport here. She already blinked, and she actually swung and didn't get her blink out, and that cost her entire knockdown. It wouldn't have been actually even that easy still to win this game for her, just because I would die from the rest of the survivors. It still would have been very difficult for her to tie this match, let alone win, just because when I started getting chased, I made sure to go all the way in the corner, not by the chair. Identifying the situation, identifying the hunter I'm up against. The hunter I'm up against is a hunter who's very mobile. That distance that she saw me from that chair is enough to kill me if I get too close. So backing off there, so the vine is not enough to reach me. I need to test. Does anyone know if the vine slows down with the what's it called? With the bees? Let me pin that message. Thank you so much, Lantern, for announcing that. Now everyone's gonna know what the entomologist buff is. Thank you. There's gonna be someone who asks. I'm gonna be like, read the pinned message, please. That's gonna be great. It's like, you should pin the comment. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Lantern. I appreciate it, man. The bee outline? I thought that was a fire extinguisher ball for a second there. That was funny. You saw that? I walked a little bit closer to the bees. It even shows it to me. I guess that's nice. In case you forget where your bees are. Sagi, do you think the new character smokescreen is garbage because you can easily see through it? I haven't even read what the ability does. I've heard about the smokescreen. I haven't read exactly what it does. I can't tell you yet. I haven't even read what it does. Sagi, did you test if Vine can go through decoy? Pretty sure the answer is no to that. I'm pretty sure it's like a wall. It's pretty much like a wall, but the bees are not a wall, so that's why I'm not sure. I don't know, maybe the bees are a wall for some hunters. Like Clown, the bees literally act like a wall. But it's not because they're a wall, it's because you can literally hit the bees. That's something different. You know, it may act like a wall even against Clown, but it's not a wall. It hits the bees, it does damage, the rocket dash does something. So that's why I'm not so sure if the vine is going to block the vine is going to get blocked by the bees. If it at least slows it down, that's honestly good enough. As long as you pre-place the bees. Well, there are other questions that happen. Like, let's say it does slow down the vine. Does it decrease how much vine distance is used, or is it still just as much being used up? See, that's what I'm wondering now. Because when you travel with the vine, if you run into a wall with the vine, it doesn't waste your vine progress. It doesn't waste how much distance you can get with the vine. It kind of sits still. Sorry, I'm burping a lot right now. So it kind of like sits still in place. So if your vine is sitting in place, then it doesn't waste distance with the vine, which is really nice. But so if you get slowed down with the bees, does that count as using still the same rate of like distance that you can get with the vine, or is it decreased to be equal with like how much the bees are slowing you down? I don't know. You don't think forward can block by bees? That's nice, but we're talking about like vines. But I guess that's helpful for forward. But let's see. Cypher over there is going to get blocked. Who is the hunter? Dream Rich. Okay. Well, technically we can slow down following leeches, but it's not even that effective, if I'm being honest. It's decent. It's decent slowing down one of them, I guess. It really depends on the situation, your area. Again, like I said, I'm not that great at entomologist. Honestly, I might be able to do a better kite if I use my bees just like as an imaginary palette, basically, rather than using it so much for like trying to counter Hunter's abilities. Just because you can't really play bees like that. Just because it's just the animation time, and obviously Hunter abilities go through the bees. It's like, do you think Lawyer's a good character? I want to rank up with him. Well, he's of course a very good character. Of course, great character. I would just recommend Composer over Lawyer. I think Lawyer is going to be very good on maps like Hospital, because on maps like Hospital, you can see where the hunter's going, and you don't have to sit around at the pallet on the top floor to see which side the hunter's coming from. You could already start falling, making a plan, just constantly running away from the hunter. Even if they know where you are and they're following your tracks, you're still gaining distance. As opposed to someone who can't see through walls, you know, you'd be in trouble. I know for a fact that Hunter did not leave this post, man. 95 meters away. If he was a little bit closer, I would go for the bees. But he's probably going to get patrolled right here, and he's probably going to die before I make it with the bees anyway. That's just because this is against the hunter we're up against, you know. This is just a matter of time. I definitely think Lawyer is great, but the problem with the Lawyer is you have to remember Lawyer doesn't actually have any actual kiting abilities. I know everyone likes to say, oh, faster vaulting, faster speed. You know, that adds up in the long run, but if you're going to get chased early, you don't have any of those. You don't have any long run abilities. So Composer is going to be not just better decode, but also he actually starts with more power in terms of his first kite than the Lawyer. So, I mean, why not play Composer? He gets better kiting and better decode. The only time Lawyer would be better is whenever you're at a huge building or an area with a huge wall where, like, normally you would have to stand out a corner and see which side the hunter is coming from. With Lawyer, you don't have to worry about that. So another great example, Graveyard on Never Sleeping, you could sit next to the alleyway, see which side the hunter is going on. Normally, a survivor would have to sit there and wait to see if they're going to vault the window or come across from, like, the chair alleyway side. You don't have to worry about this. Lawyer can just keep circling and keep circling. You never are going to get mind game with where the hunter is going to go, which is really nice. That's where Lawyer is better than Composer, just because Lawyer can get distance there where Composer would have to stand still. But almost always, Composer is going to be better at kiting, and Composer has better decode. Because Composer, not only he gets 20% decode, but Composer can get that 20% decode in 30% of a cipher. Lawyer needs 100% of a cipher to get 15% faster decode. That's a lot worse. It used to be 20% for a full cipher, which even then, back then, that was still worse. Because Composer got it in 30% of a cipher. As long as you set your music on, like, the fastest speed, there is a song that gets music faster. I'll pre-set up these bees just in case we need them for, like, endgame, you know, just to make sure he does a longer kite here. But we do already have the ciphers primed, so it's just a matter of getting next to the gates. Hunter, why is the ping, like, so high up? You guys see that? It's like he's on a height. Where's that man? That man is right there. See, why are all the pings, like, higher up in the air? Okay, I'll just leave these right here, because obviously we need to focus on the gate. But this way also, if he ever passes by that door, he could use that doorway as like a pallet now. It's like an imaginary pallet now. He just passes through. The hunter has to swing twice. It is Dream Witch, so Dream Witch does, you know, break the bees a little bit faster just because of her swing speed. It is going to disappear, that leech. Not disappear, but it's going to follow away. So that's kind of the issue with teleport with Dream Witch. It's a little bit... kind of defeats the purpose. Now the main body comes, but the main body literally cannot leech. In fact, as soon as you leave, your leech disappears, which is exactly what that postman should usually do. It would be better if the postman leaves and the rest of us stay. But that postman, he has a leech on him. I don't know how close that leech is. I'm not taking any chances. I'm just going to leave. When he's not leaving, I'm just going to leave. Let's see. Maybe he can get dungeon here. He does actually end up getting... I don't know if this is luck or did he just know this, but... he is going to get dungeon here, so we are going to get a 4-man escape there. Really nice kite from that postman right there, and also good rescues from our Gravekeeper. Gravekeeper being a very good survivor. I forgot to accept Spicy, or whoever that was. Oh, Spicy already has some. Okay, that's fine. That's actually perfect, because I forgot to, I forgot to send an invite after that match. Alright. So, we're going to start. Who's Snapple? Is this Snapple? Okay, that's Snapple. I hope they weren't waiting for like 7 minutes, because, well, I did reject Snapple last time, so it doesn't matter, because the message expired anyway, so he didn't see my response. If the message expires, you don't get to see their response. Happens to be that this time I was available, so lucky them. But... what was the time about? What was the time about? Oh yeah, if you leave the gate, your leash disappears with it. So preferably people with leeches on them, try to leave as soon as possible so your other teammates don't have to leave. That way, especially if you have like, especially like Entomologist, one of the few survivors who can actually help out without having to leave the exit gate. could actually help out the survivor there in a situation like that. So far, I haven't had Sakai as Entomologist, but I'm so bad with Entomologist. I used to play her a lot back when she was the most broken survivor in the game. She used to do something a little bit different, not completely different, just a little bit different, and it was so broken. It was the most broken thing in this game. Maybe next to Acrobat. I don't know, Acrobat. Who was the other survivor who had like a really? Oh no. Honestly, Enchantress might be the #1 most broken in history. So ironic. I know. Entomologist being the most broken in history. But Entomologist had like an insanely good ability where every time you brought the beast to your body, it refreshed the health of the beast. So if the hunter swung at your beast one time, as long as you didn't let them die, and you brought them back to yourself, you don't have to cancel them. I'm not talking about canceling, because canceling does refresh the bee health, but it puts you on a cooldown. Back then, all you had to do was bring them back to your body, and they would go back at full health. And you could just do that 5 times in a row until your bees ran out, as long as you don't let your bees die. And that's when I used Entomologist. Even then, I wasn't that great at Entomologist. Just getting into the hang of it, and then they surely nerfed Entomologist so that she didn't do that. And ever since then, I haven't really played Entomologist that often, because I don't know. She is a good character, but for starters, Blood Queen is a big issue. You know, Blood Queen is not a difficult hunter. It's just, did you pick a character to counter her? Entomologist does not really counter her. Entomologist barely gets a speed buff at all from it. So I'm not a big fan of playing Entomologist because of that, just because of Blood Queen. And, you know, it's so easy to just be like, oh, yeah, it's just Entomologist. Let me just go Blood Queen here, because she's not going to be able to do anything. She has no ability to counter or do anything. I'm surprised no one is doing Church Cypher. Okay. Oh, because there were 2 Cyphers at Church. Okay, lucky. So then I still get to have a Cypher. I was expecting to have no Cypher here. The female dancer, unfortunately, she is going to get hit here. Very difficult area to work with, just because that's an area where you need to look at the hunter, and obviously you can't really look at Ivy, otherwise she's going to be able to scare you with her main body. Honestly, well no, now we don't even get to blink out. Honestly, at that rate, it might have been better just to look at her. Just so, because if you have to look at her, it's better to look at her, let her scare you. That way you'll go back to 0, and then a ghost scare will not kill you. And that way you would force the blink out. So in that kind of situation, it might be better to look at her. I know she'll scare you, but at least you'll get back to 0. Kind of like with Wax Artist. You know, Wax Artist, you need to force out 100 wax. If you leave it at like 99, you're screwing yourself after the first hit. It's usually going to be an easy kill after that. Same thing with Shadow. If you take a hit with 60 or more eyeball and you still have the ghost on you, you're probably going to go down because of that ghost. It's just going to be an easy 100 after that. I'm very curious what the Mercenary's going to choose here. If he chooses not to rescue, barely still got 20 there. We could bait. May as well, right? Let's see. She's not going to be able to teleport anymore. She has to focus on her target. Although, I guess she could teleport on me, get full presence, bring the ghost of female dancer, kill her that way. I guess that's how it could go wrong there. Maybe that wasn't a good idea to do that, because she was 1 hit away from full presence. Meaning it wouldn't be that hard to kill the dancer. Ooh, is this mercenary gonna die here? I hope not. Okay, no, he was fine. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit tough now. Full presence. And also I can get leeched. At least before I had a cooldown on me. Now she can leech on me again. We do move a little bit faster when we're inside our beast, so we can avoid 20 eyeball that way. If I just go in a straight line here. She might go for me here, we'll see. Barmaid very likely just going to drink here, and she'll probably switch targets after this. Just because I don't think she'll... Unless she has blink. If she has blink, she'll knock down this barmaid. I don't want to look in a very obvious direction. Not following me. Let's not waste the bees then. Okay. We do avoid the 20 right there, so that's very important. Now a full presence plus a scare from the ghost will not give a free hit to her. I'm actually gonna I'm really scared because I'm pretty sure she's gonna teleport on that if I go near that. Okay, no. Better to play it safe. I know she has the full presence. I don't want to give an easy hit. Cypher's primed. Okay. Okay, she's over there. Every time she teleports, make sure you look where she teleported. No, don't tell me she's dead. If she takes another hit, we almost for sure lost now. Because I can't finish the Cypher in time. Gotta go rescue. That really sucks. She even brought that ghost to that Cypher there. Ooh. Yeah, we're in trouble. We could try, but... that's a little bit annoying. I hope she walks away from me so we can remove this. No. There's no removing that 29. She didn't get us with that. She does just go for a hit, which is so nice. We don't have to worry about a terror shock or anything. Oh, and she already used her main body scare, so we can look at her a little bit. There is the blink, though. There's the blink. Not a whole lot to do about that. Let's see here. That Cypher is an option. How much is it, though? It's 55? No. That double hit cost us. Still not going to be enough. The problem is if I go do that Cypher, then I'm going to get leech now. She can't teleport on it, because she already teleported on it earlier. I wonder. Maybe there's a shot. Okay. Shoot. Oh, Dondra's near me. Try to avoid. Yes, we do avoid. This is not good, though. Not a good situation. The boost will help us a little bit here, but I don't know which side she's at. I'm just gonna hope she's inside of Shack. As long as she's inside of Shack, we're fine. I'm gonna look away here. Try to avoid the ghost scare. $99. Still alive. Still alive. Let's save those bees. I really wanna... The goal right now is to try to look at her behind a pallet, and then we'll be able to live. Okay, I think we might be able to live here. No. I was purposely going to try to look at her there. But the pallet is honestly still not good enough to avoid getting hit there. If she doesn't realize in time, if she just walks towards the pallet to break it, then we could live in that kind of situation. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, boys. No full presence. We'll save the bees. We don't need them. Do we need them? I hope not. She swung. I heard that. She swung with a charge attack. More specifically. Blink. Not enough, though. Alright. Well, that's gonna be game. Maybe we could have tied it if it wasn't for the double hit. It's hard to say, but definitely we had a better shot if she didn't get hit there. Like, one hit is fine. It's just like getting hit and then 100 right after that. It's basically as bad as like a wax artist or like Anne. Imagine Anne, you get stunned right before you get hit, or sorry, right after you get hit. It's pretty much a death sentence. So maybe if Mercer was at full health, like again, I don't know how he would be at full health. Like I'm just thinking of ideas. There are ways to come back from a situation that bad, but we didn't have the resources. We didn't have the means to just bring that back. Maybe a little bit more Cypher progress. Like there are ways to still bring back a double hit like that, but a lot of things combined together made it so that we just can't. Honestly, though, Entomologist was pretty good there. Not bad at all, like speeding myself up. I know you can avoid the 20 by going in a perfectly straight line, but that's really only plausible for keyboard and mouse players. Because playing on a joystick, even the slightest angle tilt, and now you're going to still get 20 even if you run on a straight line. It is possible, but it's just going to be very difficult if you play on a joystick. It's going to be way easier on like a keyboard where you can just go exactly the same direction. At that point, all you got to do is just let go of your mouse and don't turn your camera, and then you'll go in a perfectly straight line. But on iPad, even if you let go of your hand off the camera, your joystick can still tilt a tiny bit, even like a couple degrees or so, and that would be enough. That would be enough for you to not be able to... I'll spawn up here, I guess. There are some staircases I think we can block. I know we can block the spiral staircase. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. This is gonna be so bad. I might just do a better cut if I don't even bother using the bees. Oh. This is gonna be so bad. I usually miss your streams. No, welcome, Nico. Welcome to stream then. Nico is cringe. Welcome, man. I appreciate you. How make Psyche read chat? Between games. Psyche, you get contact for NetEase support. Contact NetEase for support or no? Like IDV Star Program. Yes, I have. I've been on the Star Program before. I just also got taken off because I didn't do enough frequent uploads. Who is that? That's a really bad hunter for Entomologist. That's what it is. We need like a window or something. That would be the best case scenario. And there is a window back of, right here in the back of this area right here. So we'll at least start our Kai with a window boost here, which is the most important thing. I think she just fell down there. It's definitely a little bit strange being able to look at the hunter again. Not used to that in the slightest. You know, maybe the move there was to actually just put my bees there instead of dropping. I wonder if this is like an actual route now. Now that they removed that window, is this like a plausible route here? Let's try it. I was theorizing this like a week ago. Now that they removed that area right there with the window here, the more important window, I wonder if this is like an actual route you can do now. She's going backwards. That's gonna be pretty bad. Dude, she actually hit the bees too. That really sucks for me. We're dead here. Pallet maybe? Oh, we can still survive! Can the bees... I don't think the bees prevent that. I'm pretty certain... I'm almost certain that the bees will still actually not fully block that staircase, unfortunately. That's why I'm not even gonna try. Swing? No, she didn't swing. Well, it was an okay kite at least. Honestly, with Entomologist, that's actually not that bad of a route. Combining broken windows with this useless window actually turned out to be pretty useful. I just don't know if we're still going to be able to win this game here. Because Clark is just one of those BS hunters where she's just going to cheap out on the cipher progress. And if she blocks enough times, then we're actually not going to be able to still win here. We can still rebound here. Funny enough, we can rebound with the exact same window. I know. Hilarious. We do have Tide Turner, which is bad. That's bad because we can't use the swing. Very annoying. I really hate these kinds of pallets. The pallets where you can still get hit standing behind them. It was a good try though. Like if that pallet was like more behind a wall, like imagine if the pallet instead of being on the left was on the right, we could hide behind it and that would not count as a hit. But you see, now I'm not sure we're gonna win this game. That was a really good kite, but Magician, man, got slowed down there. Gravekeeper's gonna get slowed down here. There's not a whole lot they can do about it. Just get lucky, you know. I think he got recorded again. I'm almost for sure getting hit here. That wasn't a very good rescue. Oh? Let's see if she has blink back. I think she does. She also picked up this pallet, which I'm gonna run around here because our magician friend can help us out here. Okay, that's really bad. I feel like we have to... I don't think I can drop that. Can I drop it? I'll drop it because she can't record it. Focus on decoding. No, can she not? Okay. No, she was still able to blink me. Maybe that wasn't a very good pop. I think we're screwed, guys. Maybe it was a bad call. I probably should have waited on a little bit. You know, I should have probably vaulted, then said pop. I don't know. I think we're gonna tie now. Yeah, we're gonna tie now. Such BS. I hate Clerk, man. This was like a very easy win. As any other hunter, very easy win, but with a Kai like that, so BS, man. Such BS. Yeah, I know she can't blink. I know she can't teleport anymore because blink was used, but it doesn't matter because it's Clerk. And that's what's the frustrating part. Like, it just doesn't matter. That is so annoying. I hope we're not gonna lose. Oh man, I don't like that they keep coming back. That's not enough, man. You're still dead. Oh my god. Average archer. I feel like I'm this archer right now. Like, what was that? Yeah, he's not gonna pick himself up. That was deserving of a win. Maybe like the last call at the end there was a little bit bad. Definitely bad. I should have vaulted first and then set to pop. My bad, man. That would have been funny if she went down there and we lose. Definitely deserving of a win. Just such a... And especially as like a survivor too. We were playing a survivor that does not do that great against Clerk. Just because Clerk swings so fast. She's the fastest swinging hunter in the game. She deals with bees the quickest out of every hunter in the game. A little bit sadder that we weren't able to get that win there. Very cheesy hunter. Really stupid. Just one of those hunters where she can get a tie no matter what. But yeah, her control is insane. That is sad. Her control is insane. She doesn't even have to do anything skillful at all. She just sat in the corner. That was all up to me though. I should have just popped a little bit later. That was honestly on me. I'm surprised she didn't blink the first time we vaulted that window though. The first time we vaulted that window, it's like you got contact. You contact net ease after 28-3. Depends on the year, man. Depends on the year. The answer is yes, but what year are we talking about? Like this year? No, I didn't contact them this year. Oh, we can ban through stuff. Okay, they banned for me. Cool. A little bit unfortunate. It was I think still a good showcase of Entomologist. That was still pretty good. Any other hunter, if we got that trade out against any other hunter, I guess any other hunter will probably have better map control though than a Clerk. Not map control as in stopping the gate, but as in moving across the map. Every hunter's got something a little bit different. It's just nothing's better than just immediately teleporting yourself above the gate and stopping it. You know? If they guess correctly, you could still win, but you know you don't want to count on that. It's very risky to rely on that. You suggested? Who are you? No offense, but why would they listen to you? I suggest some streamers to support, like Z, Santi, Hickory, but I also suggested you for support. I do want to upload videos more often. This past week I've had such a badly sore throat, but now I think today I'm feeling a lot better. I don't think I've coughed. I might cough once or twice just to clear my throat, but it's a lot better now. Same nickname, but just some emoji. I don't remember. Were you like the face emoji? I think you also changed your profile in that case. Or am I thinking of someone different? I do remember someone with like a face emoji. Not this again. Okay, well, she saw where I am. I'm gonna leave now that she stopped looking at me. I don't know. The hunter's clerk, though. That much we know. Where is clerk? Clerk is right there. Okay, we'll decode now. I don't want to get caught out in this really crappy area. In a really crappy situation against clerk. Shack is gonna be where we want to be. This area is not where we want to be. But we do got to make sure we're decoding early. As early as possible. In a way where we're not also making ourselves an easy target. That's the key to playing Survivor well in the early game. I mean, who is he chasing right now? Magician. She could very well switch targets right now in that case. We have to be careful. I know we could place bees right now, but the moment I place bees... Cool, okay. That's actually a recording she doesn't have on the Magician now. Okay. Things put on his landed. Because if I use bees to support that man, first of all, he's a very good survivor against clerk. So he needs to support less than I do. I need to keep these bees even more for myself than for him. But also because I'm so close, she could chase me and I'm gonna need those bees. We could think about doing it later, but with him being that close, if she destroys my bees, she'll just immediately go for me. I don't know if we can guarantee not getting hit, especially if she has like a window recording. Just gonna immediately stop that shack window vault. Okay, let's see if she records me. She doesn't record me. We can move around our bees while we're getting recorded. So there is some synergy with Entomologist when supporting against clerk. Just because we can still move around the bees and stuff. It looks like we're definitely gonna have to set up bees here for basement if we want to go for a basement rescue, which I feel like we should. I feel like we can bring this back with some good bee support, with a good rescue. Is there like a ping? Cannot interact. No, there's no ping for Entomologist bees? Like bring the bees over or anything like that? I'll bring the bees over in case he survives the hit. No, she's just gonna hit the bees for free right now. I don't think there's any way. The wildling has to body block basically. If she doesn't immediately hit the rescuer, then the bees are not gonna do anything. Right now, I think they're just trapped in basement. Although, it's kind of hard to say. I don't think he's trapped in basement anymore, judging by where he's hiding. Okay, he's not. Maybe we should bring the bees over? Hold up. I think it would take less time if we did this. Does this take less time? I actually don't know. No, we swap target anyway. Okay, good thing I missed the calibration. Yo, that was a very nice ping from them. Thank you for the ping, for the warning. That we're gonna get chased here. Basically, the key to clerk is just repeated window spam, kind of like you saw last game. It's her biggest weakness by far because she has to create the recording before you even vault. Let's test for any recordings here. Yep, there's one recording. Let's see. Ideally, I really want to go for this window right here. No, we're not gonna be able to. I mean, it's fine, but after this, we're gonna want to leave this area. Just to, it also plays a little bit around blink, I guess. That we're not staying around the walls, we're still going in a straight line. Just so that way blink is not getting good value. Like in this situation, warp would be very good. Let's see, does she have a recording? Teleport, that's perfect. That's perfect for us. I'm not even gonna get healed here. She's not gonna go after me in this game. That's it. The only time she's gonna come after me is she's gonna come after me with recordings to stop the cipher. She's not gonna have anything to stop this anymore. In terms of our health, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. We just have to worry about the cipher. Did she even teleport on the right cipher machine? I assume she did, and that perfumer just took it over now. We just need to get the cipher done as soon as possible. Having 2 ciphers up is awesome, because now she can only block one of them. She can block them, but she can only block one. And in the meantime, we have another cipher already being worked on. And I don't think I gave her any recordings. I didn't give her any pallet drop recordings. In fact, she used a recording on me, so she has even less to work with against this magician. Magician just stunned her, but remember, guys, that's not good because she gets 2 drop recordings out of that. I am going to stand here because if she records one of us... Okay, now if she records me, I'm not going to be able to pop the cipher, so that sucks. I don't think the Wowling was really thinking there. She's just going to record the cipher. I need a 1 tap if possible. Yeah, she's going to record me, and then she's going to knock down this magician. I need help with the cipher. Okay, she didn't. She didn't. She totally could have. She could have tried to, at least. I'm definitely going to set up some bees. Damn, really? You touched that already? Goddamn, Snapple. All you had to do is get off after the recovery ends. 4, 3. Oh, yeah, we're in trouble here. She's got a recording, we're dead. Recording? No recording, so we're alive. For now. I'm not even going to drop this pallet, because if she has a pallet break, then it's going to be pointless to drop that. No, she did it. She ended it fast enough. I don't even think we're going to make this. Maybe I shouldn't even vaulted that. Maybe we would have gotten her if she didn't. We did get a recording out at the very least, so that's 1 less recording to use on the gate. And in the end game as Clerk, you find out that you run out of recordings really quickly. Oh, she's using an emote? I've never seen that emote before. So she used 1 recording on Snapple, so she had like 10-ish seconds of getting her next recording, because you don't get recordings back while you're using one. It pauses the timer. So then she used another one on me. You know, that's a very important recording that she used on just a window vault. So it does make it a little bit easier. Besides just being wowling, and he could just run across the map. So yeah, Lazybox did very good there. He is playing a very good survivor against Clerk, so that definitely did help out a lot. Yeah, double Clerk today. She's a very good hunter. Clerk is a very good hunter, but I haven't seen 1 Clerk, let alone 2 Clerks in a row in a while. Yeah, you love teams actually communicate. It's nice when they ping, and that way you kind of know where they are, what they're doing, or like what's going on. I'm shocked that he actually escaped that basement. Did he escape while he was invisible? Did he like run past the bees while I was going down and the hunter was just distracted on the bees to notice? Were the bees, ironically enough, the biggest saver in that game? Just by her swinging at them and focusing on them? Maybe he was invisible and he ran backwards. I don't know. I don't think so. I have no idea how he escaped basement and he got lost on top of that. Like, escaping basement is already hard enough. He lost. She lost him out of basement. That's even more impressive. That was really good. Endgame though from the magician there. Just surviving there, and also the rebound kite when he got teleport on. He didn't go down for free, even with no illusions, which was really important. Maybe he had like a pallet drop set up for like a pallet boost, which is very important against someone like Clerk. Just using boosts. Using boosts is probably the most important thing. Even if you get hit, if you got a recording out, if you got 1 of her recordings out, like let's say a pallet break, and then maybe she recorded you as well, and then you get hit, but then you have like a pallet boost to make up for it. I'm not gonna spawn there. Never spawn Shack. I really hate spawning Shack. One of my most ill-advised things to do. Probably the biggest trap spawn in this game. Maybe even more than Corner House on Eversleeping. Leo's Memory Shack. It's such a huge trap spawn. For people, for top players and low tier players alike, where they will spawn Shack. But the problem with Shack is this. It's exactly this. You, as a survivor, your job is to transition at the start of the game. What does that mean? That means just walk away. It's as simple as that. Just walk away when the game starts away from the hunter. Because walking wastes so much time that the hunter has to walk after you. The problem with spawning Shack or any good kiting area is you're going to be walking away from the good kiting area if you do that. So then what you need to do is you need to plan ahead of time and be like, okay, well, if I'm going to leave Shack, where else am I going to go? You can go to the Moon Gate or you can go to Christmas Tree. But the problem with Leo's Memory map design is that both those areas are completely separate from any other kiting area. So after you use the good pallet at Moongate, or after you use the 2 pallets at the Christmas tree, like at the front gate, not Christmas tree itself, that area itself really sucks. You're screwed. You don't have a lot of good options to work with after that, and you don't have easy access to Shack because of the way it's placed. It's placed on like the edge of the map with no nearby pallets or windows to really make access to it very easy. That's the problem with spawning Shack, is that either you sit there and you let the hunter have an easy time just walking after you, or you walk away, but then you have a really hard time getting back to Shack, which is a very important pallet or like and window area to use. We're definitely going to try to support here. I think we can do it. This is pretty good. He is going to destroy the beast, but we got the Foggy Blade out. So there's just going to be like 18 seconds. Crazy to say that out loud. 18 seconds instead of 20 seconds. Where Ripper has no Foggy Blade. He could still get a chip hit though, but the chip hit doesn't kill. The regular Foggy Blade would have killed. Or does a chip hit plus basic also kill the bees? Maybe chip hit plus basic is enough to kill the bees, because I know a bomb hit plus a bomb hit kills the bees. Even though it really shouldn't, even though it takes 2 basic hits to kill, so it doesn't really make sense. We need to do another Cypher Machine. Is he actually going to come for my bees? Might come for my bees. I don't think it's a good idea to rescue, though. I'm sorry, man. Especially a hunter with peepers. It's going to have much weaker map chase. I don't know, guys, because if I rescue him, he's going to Foggy Blade me, and he's going to hit someone else immediately after the rescue. It just doesn't make sense. We don't have Tide Turner. We don't have anyone to, like, support after the rescue. Entomologist bees would be the best. But obviously, if I'm the one rescuing, that's not a thing. There's the Peeper. Peepers don't slow you down if you're inside the bees, by the way. Ooh, I should have actually canceled my bees there to save them. He did not break the pallet. Okay. He might go for like a wall hit here. Even if he does, I don't think it's worth the risk of trying to dodge it. You could try dodging it, but I don't think it's worth the risk. Oh, he actually hit the tree. Thank you, tree, for your gigantic hitbox. Tree has like one of the biggest hitboxes in this game. It's deceivingly huge. I didn't even have to look back for that one. I just heard it. So he's gonna have to break one of these. He's probably gonna go for another one. Yep. Judging by the way he's playing, he's not playing this very smart, but unfortunately we're still gonna die here. Unfortunately, he is insanely fast, so even though he missed that Foggy Blade, maybe we should have taken it. Even if we took it, I don't think we can make anything else. Yeah, this Ripper, he's not playing Ripper well. This is not how you play Ripper. When you play Ripper like that, you make your chase so much longer. It's so ironic. By going for Foggy Blades in an attempt to hit your survivor, you're making your chase way longer, because every Foggy Blade is costing you 9 seconds of chase time now. Every single one you miss is causing you 9 seconds. Only go for it if it's guaranteed. There's no reason to go for like risky Foggy Blades. Just because. Like, why? What's the point? Now you have to. Now you take longer to kill me. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why? I'm basically never vaulting this. So we're gonna just waste as much time as possible just by doing nothing. The problem is that our dancer doesn't have another cipher yet. Where's our last cipher machine? Do we just not have a last cipher? Oh, he's gonna get hit here. God, it's taking her 5 business years to get to a cipher. I wonder what are the closest cipher machines. But like, why? There's no need to go for Foggy Blades like that. You're already very fast. You'll catch up to me if you just hold on to it, wait like 2 seconds, and you'll kill me that way. I don't understand. How do we not have a last cipher? Oh, did she waste time dropping a box? I'm not sure why she's wasting time dropping boxes against a hunter who hits through pallets and walls. Okay. And also at a really crappy area too. Like, there's nothing else to use back there. Why would I ever kite back there? See if she even makes it. Nice, we do avoid the hit. And now we can use the music box to our advantage, but it's still gonna be relatively useless. Fake it out? No, he did not get faked out. She went, are you gonna body block the pathway or not? No, she just ran right past the pathway. There you go. Enjoy your 19% on that cipher. Did she? Is there, like, I don't understand where, what other cipher? This is so stupid. This is such a stupid game. Okay. Either Snapple. I feel like Snapple should have done the fifth cipher machine. Coming to support after Dancer rescues, not it. Because we don't have anyone working on the cipher, so support is useless. Sound like a broken record, because I said that like an hour ago on our first game. Too bad. Honestly, maybe we could have tied that. It all depends on our cipher parks. How are we that far behind? Was our first kite just that bad? I don't think so. I think we had a decent first kite. Enough for tie, enough to get like enough decode. Even my kite was enough. Combine our kites together and that should be a tie. Against Andrew, who can't stop the cipher machines. I just don't understand. What went wrong there? Do we have like people setting up boxes, wasting time picking up boxes? Do we have people like supporting when they shouldn't? I don't understand how we there was just a solid 3 minutes there at the end where we just had no one ever decoding the cipher machine. Like, I understand Dancer has to go rescue, but then we don't need another person supporting because then we don't have anyone to make up for that support decoding. And after that, he even went down on top of that, and that's a whole different story. So then, of course, he's not going to be decoding. Maybe the B support wasn't good. Maybe that was unnecessary. Like, that did cost us decode time. Whoops, didn't mean that. Wait, what is this? 120, 147, 168. The 20%, I did 100% on one cipher, 20% on that fifth cipher that we obviously can't do. So that doesn't really count. That 20% that I did. So really I had 100%. I'm not going to spawn down here. We just don't have an easy cipher to work with if I spawn down there. It's probably a little bit better for the bees to be in this area. Is it? Can we actually block the doorways with bees? I actually don't know. Are the doorways too wide? Okay. Well, basement is a hotel. It's gonna be helpful to know. No, we can't block that hole. Maybe we can block this doorway. We can definitely block this pallet here if I put the bees there. I'm just gonna sit on the side here, wait to see if we get a heartbeat before we touch the cipher machine. And we're definitely gonna do the cipher that he spawned by because he left it unconnected. Looks like our other teammates just went ahead and did a connected cipher machine, so it's going to be up to me here, guys, to do an unconnected cipher machine to make sure that our decode is not getting split up as much as that could be. I know it seems like really strange to walk past the cipher machine to go do a different one that's further away, but you guys will see how much faster we're going to do the cipher machines. Right now, they're ahead of us, but by the time we finish the cipher, I'm going to finish the cipher, and they're going to be at like 70%. That's how much slower it is to do a connected cipher machine. Now, you do have to keep in mind that the ciphers that they do are still connected to other ciphers. So, I want to make sure that I'm going to go to their ciphers that they were connected to later. But, against Hermit, he can only connect 5 ciphers. There are 2 ciphers left over. You want to make sure you're doing at least one of them, if not both of them. Usually, he's going to block one of them with his persona. He has, like, the lock cipher ability. So keep that in mind, that one of them is probably going to already be blocked and he doesn't need to connect it. But the other one is going to be up, and that one is probably going to be where he spawns. he's probably going to leave the cipher where he spawns unconnected because he doesn't expect anyone to do it. And so you can very easily tell which one is connected and unconnected because you won't see like a purple laser going through the air, going to the cipher in like a corner or something like that. So that's the most important thing. But you just want to make sure you're gonna do the unconnected cipher machine. That's what kills Hermit. That's what really hurts his cipher rush. So like exactly on the dot. Antiquarian is at 70% right now. I finished my cipher already. That's the power of doing the unconnected cipher machine. Now we're at 40% remaining. And we want to make sure we do a cipher. We want to make sure we do a cipher that's connected next. So like a cipher that one of our teammates did that was connected earlier. He's going to go backwards, right? Okay. Nope. I think he saw me there at the end. Pretty sure he saw me. So we're going to just stall this rescue. We don't want to do an early rescue. Stalling it out is key against any hunter, but especially against Hermit, who's all about stalling the game out. And unfortunately, the journalist did get a color there, so she ended up taking damage. I don't know if we're going to be able to actually win this game here. The cipher does have quite a bit of progress. 25, 33, 96. Antiquarian has her own that's almost done as well. And I'm pretty sure middle has a lot of progress as well. So we could do middle, or we could do this one right here. I'm pretty sure she survives. There we go. Good thing we didn't switch. We're gonna switch here now, though. Oh, what am I doing? The bees need to be moved. Oh, shoot. We could have helped her out there. Ooh. Okay, nice that they're healing here. I still have myself heal, so I'll be able to finish this cipher eventually, even if I go down here. Ooh, nice. Barely switched color there. And yep, middle does have quite a bit of progress. In fact, we're helping each other out right now. Ooh, but if she takes a hit, I'm gonna die here. Or if I take a hit, then she'll take unnecessary damage, to put it that way. Oh, she's not working on middle. She's working on tunnel. I guess that's fine, right? We always die here. Not a whole lot we can do about that. We can remove the bees, though. Okay. Entomologist buff in action, guys. Now, keep in mind, even though we're not decoding it, we're still getting progress on it because he left it connected. So this Antiquarian, she is decoding slower, but she's also still helping it out. And right now, it just hit 80%. I heard that. He needs to go after... You know, he just used 1,000 presents on me. Even though it's great that he killed me, now he doesn't have anything to catch up to the survivor that he needs to. Okay, if I were him, he's probably coming for the cipher machine, yeah. Oh, no, that's right on our last cipher. We need to leave. He's gonna chair right behind restaurant. Well, it's not over. If we lure him away from the chair... Yeah, come here, boy. Okay, no, it's not working. See, our two of our ciphers are right next to the chair, and one of them is, like, not that far away from the chair. I know this cipher has good progress, though. So it's not over. Let's see what he does. You see, it is very difficult to decode any cipher here, though. As you guys can see. Yeah, we can't do that one now. He's just gonna pick up. He's not gonna pick up. Interesting. I don't think I can do this cipher here. Oh, thank goodness he put blue. Oh, that's not good. Well, we're just gonna have to pop it. Nice. Good, good, good. Dang it, he actually went for it. Oh! He went behind a wall. Big mistake on his end. I was thinking about not going for it, but I'm like thinking, even if he stuns me, I think I'll be on the other side. But no, we weren't. Okay, I survived that hit. Not a big deal. We have the wrong person doing the gate right now. Okay, I think she needs to... No. He survives, I'm pretty sure. No, it's hard to say. I didn't calculate his damage. I don't know if he survives. I guess it's worth a try, because Journalist is not going to die here. Okay, Antiquarian does go down there, though. I wish she let her touch the gate just to remove her polarity. Switch it to blue. I'm very curious if he would have survived. If he would have survived if she removes her polarity. That's what I was thinking about. Not if obviously he will survive if 3 people connect, but 2 people. That's what I was wondering about, because I don't want Antiquarian to go down there just in case he like uses 1,000 presence and goes straight for the exit gate. I wonder. No, he gets it right here. Okay. Honestly, a little bit scary of a game, but we still ended up winning there in the end. Definitely knowing where your progress is gonna save you so many games against Hermit. Understanding where the majority of your decode is, that's gonna be the most important thing in helping you counter Hermit. And of course, early game, it's very important that you guys do that unconnected Cypher machine, because of that, I was able to get a huge head start on my second Cypher machine because I did the first one so quickly. So not just knowing where your ciphers are connected. Keep in mind, even if you're on a connected cipher, you can still go do another connected cipher. Just make sure it was one you were doing or your teammate was doing, because that's where all your progress went. You know, you don't lose that progress segment. You only lose 8% of it. The other 42% goes to the cipher you were connected to. Of course, though, the problem with that is that you're usually going to be connected to 2 cipher machines. So you're never going to be able to retain 100% of your decode that got transferred. Some of it always is going to get wasted to like a second cipher. You're not going to be able to do both ciphers. You can only do 5 ciphers in a game. You know, assuming your teammate does another 2 and your rescuer does 1, you're not going to be able to do that extra progress they have on that other cipher. You can only do 1 of them next. So this guy banned Forward, Batter, and Wildling. Could be a clerk. I forgot who did these bans. I think it was a Fool's Gold. Last time I saw these bans, it was a Fool's Gold player. So we'll keep that in mind. I can't remember how slow his fist attack is if he doesn't have a pickaxe in his hand. Do we have 2 times or 1 time? 1 time. Last time I saw this ban, it was Fool's Gold. So gotta keep that in mind. Obviously, we're gonna spawn Priestess in Hospital here. I'm a little bit nervous. Okay. Just because it's Hospital, very good kiting area. There's really no excuse to die here. But I'm playing a very uncomfortable Survivor. I'm not very comfortable with the Survivor at all. Again, up there with like one of my least favorite, worst Survivors that I play. Out of all the Survivors in the game, it's up there with one of my worst. And it's not because, you know, it's not because there's like, it's hard to kite with her necessarily. I could say that Mind's Eye is my hardest, but not really. Because the thing about Mind's Eye is that Mind's Eye doesn't have a lot to kite with in the first place. So to say that I struggle with Mind's Eye wouldn't actually be as true as I struggle with Entomologist, because Entomologist has a lot more outplay potential. I'm just a lot more worse with it. Mind's Eye, you know, as long as you're comfortable with the vaulting speed, there's only so much you can do with Mind's Eye. And so even though I might do longer kites with Entomologist than Mind's Eye, I'm just a lot more comfortable with Mind's Eye just because of the fact that there's not a whole lot you can do with Mind's Eye in the first place. You know, just know your routes. I can do that. The difficult thing is combining your routes with your abilities. That's what makes any Survivor, so tough. So when you play stuff like Mechanic and Mind's Eye that don't have a lot going with their ability in the first place, yeah, your kites are shorter, but also there wasn't a whole lot you can do to begin with. So as long as you're comfortable with the vaulting speed, as long as you know how long it takes to do a vault, how long it takes to drop a pallet, you can still see bad Mind's Eye players who aren't familiar with that stuff, and they will still die faster than other Mind's Eye players who are comfortable, who are familiar with the speed of dropping and vaulting. But that doesn't mean they're gonna do 3 Cypher kites every game, because there's nothing you can do with Mind's Eye a lot in the first place. You know, you can do the cane tech with how the cane, you know, removes removes your outline now. Just something to think about, but more importantly, reducing pallet breaking speed and window vaulting speed. The cane does that. A lot of people are not aware about it. They don't take advantage of it. They just use it to see the hunter, when really it has a lot more potential than just seeing the hunter. It has more to it than that. Well, she's not making that. If little bro dies... Okay, if little bro died there... Ooh, that could have been bad. Because then she's going to get hit. Assuming that the little bro dies to the pickaxe. I gotta go get my charger after this game. A14, yeah, we're definitely gonna need the charger. He has full presence. No, my bees. That was really in range? Come on, man. I just lost 35% bees. Guys, buff in action, only lost 35%. Okay, that's not a good reason. Let's see. Oh yeah, yep, there you go. We only lost 35%. Obviously not good, though. Okay, nice rock. Let's see here. Basic hit. Nice. The problem is... I don't know where she's gonna run is the problem. Because, yeah, she could go hospital, but the problem is one pickaxe will instantly catch up to her. Thankfully, though, Anti-Curring was there to support his cheeks. So that was nice. I should have removed my bees there on the second hit there. I just forgot that my button was at the bottom. I was spamming on the right of the button. That's how you know I don't play Entomologist. I was literally spamming the button in the wrong spot. So right here, I'm pretty sure this bee can still take 2 hits here. Normally, they would be dead in 2 hits. How much do we have? 19%. Yeah, we'll survive. It'll barely survive. Yeah, we're gonna take a hit here, 100%. Not a hit though. That's the most important thing. Does this block? Not sure. Probably gonna take a basic there. If you time it better, you can avoid the basic there. Not a comfy situation though. That full presence really hurts. Like the start of a kite, that really sucks to have to deal with. Maybe we can bait it. Nice, we baited it. I'm just gonna play it safe. Save the bees. Nice. Save the bees, guys. Oh, we didn't get him. Okay, nice. We still got some bees. The cooldown is saving us. Oh no, we lagged there. I hope that doesn't... Oh, we're gonna die here no matter what, though. Oh, wait, what? How does that work? Wait, so if you're on the other half of the vault, it actually doesn't kill you? That's so strange. We were literally on the purple. Oh, we cheated him so hard. Please don't throw it on the staircase. Whew. They're working on the front gate right now. Blink. It's probably teleport. I don't think we can go for it. Hunter change targets though. Wait, if he teleports or does that, come on, help me out, Auntie. Nice. I just hope she doesn't die. Wait, he's not moving. Let's go, we won. Whatever, we take it. Let's go. Hospital, perfectly balanced. That's why it's my favorite map. There's really nothing you can't do on Hospital. I know, guys, I know it's really cheesy. I know Hospital's so stupid and all that stuff. But guys, you can't lie. Not every survivor knows how to use Hospital to escape. That's the thing. Every survivor might be able to just brainlessly run a Hospital, but can you escape using Hospital? Can you go to the edge of the map on any dungeon spot? Literally, that's the thing about Hospital. If you know where your survivor's doing the gate, or if you know where dungeon is, there's very little the hunter can do if you already have a pallet already set up there to break for the hunter, or you got like a window boost set up, or if they at any point lose you like he did right there. I was worried about teleport, but honestly, even if he teleported, the anti-crane could like double stun, and even though he can swing, that stun is really what we need. And so after that, as long as we just get the stun and run out, anti-crane can probably flywheel as long as she times it well. So
Ooh, that was clutch. And that 1% bee, guys, that 1% bee was responsible for us stealing that kite at the window right there. And mind I add, not just because of the buff with the shorter cooldown. Guys, we had a 15-second cooldown instead of a 20 seconds, which allowed us to make our bees disappear so that we can save it and use it at the double doors like that. It wasn't just because of that, guys. The only reason we even had 1% bees to begin with is because of the buff that every time the hunter swings at the bees, we lose 3.5% less than before. Which sounds so small, sounds so useless, but if the hunter hits your bees 5 times, that's... Guys, if the bees get hit 5 times, you now have 17% extra to work with than you did before, and that 17% resulted in 1 extra hit for us. There we go. We take that. We take those barely escaping out there. I don't know if it was really like the bees, the 1% bees, but here's the thing. Those 1% bees allowed us to then go towards the window, give them enough time to prime the cipher, and then it set us up for a good hospital kite to the end game. You know, if we went down sooner, he could have taken us to a chair, and then, you know, he could have taken us to a chair. We would have had to start our kite in a different spot after the cipher pop happens. And then that means, you know, if we die, like, near Birdcage, then they can't decode Frunkit anymore like they did that game. Where did the hunter spawn? Uh-oh. Did we die? Because I don't know where the hunter spawned. Oh, it's Hermit. Oh, thankfully it's Hermit. I'm the only guy on the planet who says thankfully it's Hermit when I see it's Hermit. Moving towards Junkyard. Okay, that's top broken. Or not top broken, that's deep sandbags right there. In that area. Just because Hermit takes so long to get hits. He takes too long to get hits, so if you just have if you have teammates who are doing unconnected cypher machines, guys, we have, oh my goodness, this Hermit is about to get cypher rushed to hell right now. Novelist is doing an unconnected cypher, and I'm doing an unconnected cypher machine. I thought he would at least connect the block cypher machine. Sorry, the unblocked cypher machine. I think he connected a block cypher machine that we anyway can't decode. Because why? Unless he's just not running the trait. Now, we do have to keep in mind teleport here. You know, that doesn't mean that we're safe. But for the most part here, guys, even if he teleports on us, he's going to get like 1 polarity. We're going to get a boost to Shack. And then the Shack walls will help stall the zero presence hit quite a bit. 1% B in a dream. The 1% B in a dream. Don't disregard that 1% B's. I'm gonna have to replay that stream clip back and see how we survived that. It's so strange. The purple, oh man, I feel so bad for that full scope. On hospital windows, they are the only window in the game that work like that. Because the window's on a height that you can hop out of, but you can never hop into hospital with those windows. They're so strange. There's no window in the game like that. Well, there is another one. It's on Golden Cave, but I'm not really gonna count it. There is another window on Golden Cave that works the same way, where once you vault it, you can vault one direction, but never the opposite direction. And so when I vaulted out the opposite direction, that flooring, the purple flooring, is below me. I guess it doesn't have collision higher up in the air, only right on top, only right above it. It'll do damage. So that means that when I vaulted and I was on the other half of the window, the purple on the inside of hospital didn't count because I was already past that window on that half. He's got 15% impact. And also, when I was on the outside, on the second half of the vault, the purple was below me, so I wasn't standing on top of it. I guess that's why we didn't get hit there. But that is so cheesy. If he just waited like half a second longer, I would have died there. Just because then I would have finished my vault and I would have been on the purple at that point. But this is not good here. I definitely do want to heal up here. We should definitely be focusing on healing right now, just so we have a rescuer. As long as you have someone to rescue. Is she just gonna rescue at a... I wish she came to me sooner. We both have the clown graffiti. That's kind of funny. This is like an exclusive graffiti. I don't know if you can get this graffiti anymore. It was on the 1st anniversary of the game. I think it was 1st anniversary. So I don't think you can get this graffiti anymore. It was the first ever 3D graffiti. I think it's the only 3D graffiti
I don't think they ever added another 3D graffiti to the game. This is the only 3D graffiti. It's so strange, and you could only get it on the first anniversary of the game. I don't know if they're gonna make that rescue now. We healed a little bit too late. Okay, look at that, guys. Journalist got hit there, and that gave her a hit bonus. Okay, it still wasn't enough to make it. Sorry, not the journalist. Novelist got hit. I am gonna switch here. Novelist got hit, and if you have a connection, you also get a speed bonus if you had the same color as the person who got hit. So she got a hit to make it to the chair, but it wasn't enough still. She still ended up going down. We needed a heal sooner there. That would have helped out a lot. And also it wouldn't have given him like a free target, because now he just freely chases the journalist, and now journalist will go down because she took a free hit to try to rescue. And she didn't even make the rescue at the very least. I wonder why she used the, well, I guess the little bro, well, you could spawn the little bro ahead of you and then it would make it. Right now, I can't do the cyber machine. If I decode the cyber machine, he'll know where I am. So if I decode it, we almost for sure lose then. At least this way, this will give time for our novelist to pick himself up and get out of here. Like, indirect pressure on the hunter right now, he can't pick up novelist. Because he doesn't know if what we're doing right now. He doesn't know if we're gonna rescue here or what. There's no heal ping? I don't have the heal yourself ping. Can I, like, be like, novelist, heal novelist? He should be picking himself right now. We're mega dead. Goodbye, world. It's kind of funny that he only found me right after the Entomologist died, so he just wasted all that time camping for nothing. Maybe just check that spot sooner. He doesn't know, obviously, but... Alright, I gotta go get my charger. I don't know what he's waiting on. I think he's gonna try to go for dungeon here. So if you don't pick yourself up, you don't get tinnitus. That's the idea here. And dungeon is at middle. We could even be more specific than that. We could even say that the dungeon is at center field. Yeah, this is like a real thing you can do. But I don't know how worth it is. Okay, looks like the hunter actually ended up finding him. Oh, he's dead. Alright, I gotta go get my charger real quick. Be right back. Alright. Maybe this game will go better. Come on, we shouldn't be losing to hermits. Come on, guys. Alright, it's fine. It's whatever. Did this hunter just ban mechanic? Okay, well he has no idea how the game works. You don't ban mechanic unless you're gonna play Shadow. Alright, if he plays Shadow, you got me. Alright? If he doesn't play Shadow, there was no reason to ban mechanic. Mechanic, on average, decodes worse than the other survivors, than a regular survivor. Plus, she has worse kiting. She's only good for securing ties. And when it's not a hunter, that's Hula Bula Gomen or Shadow, then they're able to get their abilities back so much quicker. Because of that, they're able to a lot more efficiently kill the robot than a character like Gomen or Hula Bula, you know. Was last cipher at Shack? Maybe it depends on the connections. Happens to be that game we didn't have many people decoding on a connection last game. It really just depends on where the middle cipher is connected. If middle cipher was connected to Shack, then yeah, that could be our last cipher. Or if it was connected to Sandbags, then we could also do that. Both of them would have the same amount of progress at that point. Oh shoot, where did the hunter spawn? Okay, I see. Alright, that means that server's gonna be blocked, of course. I'm just gonna assume that whoever spawned above me is gonna want to kite there, so that's why I'm gonna avoid it. And yeah, I was right. Oh, hunter is searching for a target right now. Gotta be careful here. He could totally go after me here. Yup. I don't think that connects. Weird bomb, but okay. Okay, he swapped targets. So, I mean, we don't have to go backwards for that cipher. After your hunter leaves you, just do the next closest cipher next to you. You don't have to go back for the cipher that you just passed. You know, very important thing about Cipher Rush is that when a hunter leaves you, there's no one saying you have to go back to that cipher that you were just chased off of. Especially when it had like 5-10% decode, just do the next one closest to you. You can get that 5-10% back just by doing the cipher next to you. You know, by the time you walk back to that cipher that you had like that 5%, you could have already gotten a 5% on a closer cipher next to you, and more if you just did the closer one. Now, happens to be that time we didn't have any progress on that cipher. But say we did, say we started like a little bit more, then yeah. Man, imagine if how screwed we would be if I just went for the cipher, thinking that the hunter's not going to go for me. That's probably the biggest way people just fail the first kite, is that they'll see a hunter's chasing them, and they'll just assume that they won't get chased. You know, that's the biggest way. Even in tournaments, I see this so often in tournaments where people just won't be careful. They'll think, okay, even as... He's really intent. Like, look, last time I gotta admit, it was reasonable to just change targets. This time, I don't know about the target swap. Is that really a good move? Does he have teleport? Does he have teleport here? He's like baiting me to go to this cipher because he has teleport. This is so suspicious, man. I think if we get teleported on, we're just gonna run upstairs and we're gonna move the bees after he swings one time. We're obviously gonna take advantage of the height here against Bonbon. And we also pre-drop this PAL, which is gonna be so important for a boost. This PAL doesn't do anything but just give a boost against Bonbon, because otherwise he'll just hit right through it. We'll even use it right now. And the best part about it is we're gonna use this... Holy crap, you finished the cipher before the hunter even started chasing you. That's crazy. Okay, this is not good though, because now we don't have like a very easy rescue. This is not an easy rescue to make. I really hope he didn't see me right there. Okay, he's not even cheering here though. He's cheering right there. I don't like this. This is gonna make me nervous. It's kind of like a game of luck at this point. Oh no, no, no. Free rescue, free rescue, free rescue. No, I need to make it before he comes back. You gotta take free rescues against Bonbon. I think this is good enough. It's so sad, but... Okay, I forgot that my bees were all the way over there. Okay, we're gonna have to try to stall him. Nice. I'm not so sure if he's gonna be able to still chair here. Perfect. Nice. That's what we like to see. Now we got the cipher all to ourselves. I am going to stand by it just in case of abnormal. But the cipher machine is done. Man, he really got hit by that? Okay. Oh, he's going for him, not for me. Shoot, I thought he would do a little bit more to the side. Nice! Clutch rescue there. Great rescue from our teammate. Good thinking. That was really good game sense from her. Okay. Problem is now Antiquarian will die in one bomb. Got to be extra careful here. Who does he go after is the question. Again, he could go for anyone he wants right now. He doesn't have to go after... I don't know even who he's chasing right now. Journalist? Yeah, journalist. Yeah, so we just got to be careful here. He swung at... Oh, no, that wasn't a swing. The sound he makes when he teleports is the same thing as a swing. That's really interesting. Okay, well, now he's down to 1 survivor. Let's see if he kills 2 people here. I guess it would be really lucky if he manages to kill 2 people, but I don't know how he's going to do that. We got 1 person at middle, 1 person at Martha's, the tunnel where it says Martha's, and we got 1 guy at hospital. Not hospital, hotel. He's got all the pallets there. He's got 1 of them dropped, which honestly might be better just because it gives a boost. We even could have technically stayed to help him get dungeon. My bad. And also the bees can still be very good in this area. Nice! I was about to say nice illusion. That aged poorly. Maybe? If he's out of bombs, but... Good dodge there. That would be good. Alright, another win. Really good rescue from the journalist there. Good game sense from her, realizing that like she doesn't have to stand back. She could use the little bro that she still had because she couldn't rescue before. Now she could use it to help out the second rescue, which is really clean, really clutch. And the bees there, making sure that we don't get cheered on the cipher. Such an underrated thing about Hunter is cheering on people's ciphers. So when you carry stuff like what's it called again? It's called Claw, Giant Claw. Giant Claw. When you carry Giant Claw, you know, a lot of people will be using it for like meme builds or like for basement. But really, the best thing you can do with Giant Claw is cheering out people's ciphers. That's the best cipher pressure you can put on a survivor in this game. Just cheering on people's ciphers. So when people die on each other's ciphers, that's really the most game-ending thing. In a game where everyone is going to do 1 cipher and then 2 other people do 2 ciphers, you don't have room to just go ahead and do a 6th cipher at that point. The game is designed to just do 5 ciphers. You finish your first 3, and then your rescuer doesn't have to do a cipher, and your other 2 survivors can just do their own ciphers while the rescuer does the rescue. Happens to be that I was the rescuer last game. And I managed to get the rescue off, but also managed to make sure that we don't have a survivor getting cheered on that cipher again. And thankfully, it was Bonbon. Bonbon is one of the slowest, in fact, next to Hellenberg and Gamekeeper and Clown, one of the slowest swinging hunters in this game. So, really clutch there to be able to play against Bonbon. In a situation like that, playing against Bonbon as Entomologist was actually advantageous. Usually it's not. Usually it's very easy to destroy the bees with a bomb and a basic hit. Or even just 2 bombs. But in that situation, being Entomologist was probably the best survivor we could be alongside like Harasser. Harasser also would have helped just to prevent a pickup, but man. Or Gardener, I guess Gardener would also be okay, you know? Not bad. Not the best, but not the worst, you know? Where did the hunter spawn? I hope not at factory. Looks like the cipher's blocked at factory, so they spawn in the top right corner. I mean, it's fine. I anyway don't want to do middle against Waxer at the start of game. We want to let him pass by, you know? Now, I am going to drop this cipher here. Man, I remember back in Season 1, in the start of the game, it was common knowledge for every survivor back then to just drop this pallet. And there were 2 reasons why. First of all, Flywheel didn't exist, so everyone had broken windows. And the second reason is rescuers were able to have pallet boost. They weren't able to have window boost, but they had pallet boost on their builds. So back then, every single survivor knew back then drop this pallet. Nowadays, no one really drops this pallet. Even I don't really drop this pallet anymore because a lot of people have Flywheel, and so it's better to have the pallet up to get like a lucky stun. Drop the cipher. Drop the cipher. We can't drop the cipher. We're not gonna get the 5 ciphers done then. But what's up, Tato? Welcome to the stream. Oh, you know what? Oopsies. We should have been helping him. See, now it's not gonna be... Oh, we can still help him during the recovery. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Watch his big brain. No, he didn't swing. Oh, shoot. Slow him down, maybe? No, it's not enough. Okay, we gotta let that go. Because we're just gonna end up pushing the hunter towards the survivor. Oh, and he lost the robot too. Man, he's going for my bees! Leave my bees alone, man! Oh, he's going for basement, not for it. Ah, too bad. He ended up blocking that out. Blocking that, what's it called? Blocking that window. Owl could have been a little bit better, yeah. You should wait for the swing. Not just swinging early. Okay, there goes that cipher. We need to do another one. So we're not just wasting 15 seconds. I guess I'll lube up this window in case anyone ever bothers using it. Ooh, are we actually not going to make this rescue? Journalist just got hit there. How did she get hit? Without making it. Bro, Tato, what is your profile, dude? You changed your profile since last time I saw you. Okay, I see you. Alright, 17%. 20. Oh, he missed the wax bomb. Nice. I hope my bees aren't just going to go down for free now. You said I'm going to drop the cipher here? My bad. I should have said drop the pallet here. I meant drop the pallet. Not drop the cipher. Don't drop your cipher, guys. Decode the cipher. Come on. Yeah, a little bit sad we're not going to make that rescue. I don't know if we're going to be able to still win this game. Or tie this game, I mean. At this point, a tie would be like a win. We do have a lot of tall walls here, but this area is so bad now. We basically have one less window and one less pallet. Like, they double nerfed this area. They didn't just nerf the pallet, they nerfed the window. It really hurts. Hunter deployed peeper. Dude, he's running peepers in the big 25. 83%, 52%. I mean, it's looking good so far. He has hot wax now. That's kind of the disadvantage of that journalist getting hit there, is that lucky guy got hit twice, plus the robot, plus the hit on the journalist means now next survivor that gets hit in their kite gives him full presence wax, so he can like already plan for that. Ideally, I would love to. Okay, no, journalist I think should pop hers, and I guess I'll. I guess. Oh no, she wasn't able to do it. Okay, I have to go help this rescue before it's too late. Is that an abnormal? That's abnormal. Okay, so in this case, we gotta stall out as long as we can. Let her try to do the cipher machine. Hopefully, like, be a distraction as well. Okay, well, that was a really bad rescue. Hit the chair? No, we did not. Oh, that was so bad. I thought we got the rescue. I guess I did a 99% rescue. Oh, nope, no hit. Nice, good stuff. Thank you for avenging me. Good stuff. Although I think we're still screwed now because of the bees. Not because of the bees, but because I died. Guys, look at the buff I was able to remove my bees. Look how good that was. Entomologist buff coming in clutch. Yeah, we lost pretty much. We have the cipher at middle. We could ping it. Okay. Oh, yeah, you still die if you stand back there. At least he knows now. Man, too bad. I thought I made the rescue. Can he at least pop that cipher in middle? I don't think he wants to because he's just going to reveal his location. No, he's not going to want to. Oh, they made it so that Entomologist used to have a bug where if you had her S tier, she still had the same animation of struggling on the chair as before they made whatever this booster chair crap is on the rocket chair, back when the rocket chair still had thorns. Yeah, I'm too used to the faster rescues. I mean, it's the same speed rescue. I just got out too soon. Oh, too bad. Almost made him hit the chair too, and I almost survived. I told you, I'm so bad with the bees. If I just put them a little bit sooner, we would have survived the hit there. But instead, the hit always prioritizes the survivor. It will never prioritize the bee. If the survivor is in range, it will always ignore the bees and just hit the survivor. So that's why like Wu Chang and Feast are able to hit way past the bees. Because if it detects a survivor in the range, it'll just hit the survivor, not the bees. No matter how far you are from the bees. As long as you are in the range, you end up getting hit as a survivor. When did they change the booster? See, you just noticed? They changed it so many years ago. It was multiple years ago now that they changed it. Yeah, we maybe could have still tied this game had I not gone down. It would have been really tough. I don't know if we still would have been able to make this game. Because the problem is, even if I don't mess up that rescue, he gets to howl wax on me, and he'll immediately knock down the person I rescued. There's really almost no way to bring that game back. We need like someone else to rescue, and then me to push away the hunter while they're recovering. That's the only way. Or like an owl. No, even an owl. Howl wax goes through owl, so that doesn't work. Not that we had an owl. We don't even have an owl anyway. How to make hunter chair hit? It's not really realistic to make them hit the chair, but if you back off the chair far enough away, the hitbox will prioritize the chair if they're in the hitbox range of the chair. So if a hunter doesn't know their hitbox very well, you can make them hit the chair. If you just know where to walk away. Usually it's just anywhere really far to the sides of the chair, and that's usually good enough. But of course, they need to like actually swing in the direction of the chair. If they swing behind them or to the side or like barely right outside what's in the hitbox, then they will not hit the chair. So gotta keep that in mind. There are ways to make them hit the chair. Like when you rescue someone, you always rescue from the left side of the chair. So if you stand on the right side, right behind the chair, every time you start a rescue, you'll be on the left side. So then it's kind of awkward because then you're teleporting from left to right every single time you get off. Because when you get off the chair, you also spawn back on the right side of the chair. So you just go from left to right to left to right. That's another thing you can do. But I don't know. I feel like other methods work just as well. Because it all depends on how bad or how good the hunter is, you know, how well do they know their hitbox. That's what it matters on. It would have been nice though if he hit the chair. It would have been nice. We would have lived. The hunter spawned. Come on. I just saw where the hunter spawned. What map is it? What's the map? I forgot the map. They spawn in the bottom right corner, right? Yeah. Bottom right corner. Which means statue's gonna get blocked, or outside ruins is gonna get blocked if no statue spawns. And no statue spawns, so it means that cipher right there on the edge of ruins is gonna get blocked. We could support this, maybe. Although it's antiquarian. She'll probably be fine. Let's save the beast for like the mind's eye. Antiquarian should be fine here. She should be able to be fine every time he like uses the pickaxe or corners her with the pickaxe purple zone and threatens like a chip it. She can just stand to the side and hit him into a wall and remove his attack. Like that. Like he just used his ability and now he's starting a hit on her, then she just uses the stick at that point. Ooh, I should have been thinking about that. I wasn't thinking about that. Usually I'm thinking about that. He honestly could do it again though. Now that it's like pre-set up, now that it's already purple, it's a lot easier to just throw a pickaxe. And he's going for it again. Didn't get me this time though. It refreshes the black now on the wall as well. Gotta be really careful right now. I don't know where he is. Hunter's near me? He could still try to go for it. No, not from that far away. He honestly could. Okay, it disappeared by now though. It's not that hard to dodge. You just have to remember about it. If you remember about it, you're fine. Well, damn, that sucks. I wish I set up those bees there a little bit sooner. Okay. Lube up the windows, my favorite pastime. He says he's a pro. I don't even remember when he spawned. It's just one of those stream days. So the cipher is shaking now, so now he can throw a pickaxe here. Oh. I tried to react to it, it wasn't enough. Just reaction wasn't enough. It's so annoying. Because I can't see him either. Like now I can see him, now it's pointless. That's not making. Little bro sucks, man. I hate little bro. Not even as Hunter, he just sucks. Man, buff little bro. Why is little bro so sad? Does he have full presence? I don't think so, but... Because if he has full presence, then the rock is going to trigger double. Unless the area is already purple, then he doesn't need full presence at that point. Okay. Problem is... Ooh, that's not what I was thinking of, but... I guess that's another problem we could have if she goes down. Fly will affect the knee-jerk reflex? Why? It's hospital. Why do you have a full kiting build on hospital? Completely disagree with that build. I mean, just in general, I don't care what character you're playing, on any map. That build causes us games. Costs us games, I mean. Let's see, maybe we can... As long as she doesn't get double hit here. And that includes after the rescue, too. Not just making the rescue. She can't get hit after the rescue as well. Okay, she should be fine here. That's fine. That hurts a little bit because it means that now she can't afford to go down. We need extra time to do the gates now is the problem, and we're not even gonna have the chair time for it. Ooh, so much for that. Pal is still here. Really? Pal is still here. Okay. I guess you can't really use it against Fool's Gold if it's already purple. Well, Hunter already used Blink, so I don't even know why I'm setting that up. Big brain, you know? My goals are beyond your understanding. 34% on the gate. I mean, if he beelines for my gate, we're not going to get it done. We may as well try. Okay, looks like we are going to get it done here. Super clutch. Cyber Machine primed. I just hope he, like, pings or something. Nope, he's dead. Damn, we lost to Fool's Gold? Why are you so distracted locking? It's like, I know, I gotta lock in. Thankfully, we're almost done with rank. No more locking in after this. We could lock out. Is that a real word? Lock out? I'm gonna make it real. Lock out. Opposite of lock in. Emotional support bees. Yes, exactly. That's what the bees are for. They're not there to do anything. They're just there to give me emotional support. You got this, Ento. You got this. He's not gonna kill you. He definitely is gonna kill you. As long as he goes through the gate. But we're not gonna tell Ento that. We're just emotional support. Come on. Yeah, we remembered that there. And man, another mechanic ban. Whew, more wasted bans. Perfect. Unless he plays Shadow, I guess. Who was the last guy who did a mechanic ban? It doesn't really matter because this guy's ban is also a little bit different. He banned forward. What is this gonna be? Dream Witch? I guess Dream Witch could also ban mechanic. Well, I don't even know what I'm thinking about. What am I even thinking about? I got one survivor I can go. Entomologist. There's no one else I can go. What am I even thinking about? Just go Ento. I'ma just sleep, guys. Good night. Take care, Zacho. Good night, man. Alright, well. We haven't played on this map yet today. I don't know, man. I'm scared. You know, I forgot to say that the double door nerf didn't just nerf the illusions for Magician. It also means that Entomologist bees, I don't think, fit anymore. The Hunter can go slowly around them now that they remove the doors. Did they remove the doors? Did they just make them more wider? Like, did they open them up? I don't think it really matters. Either way, you can't really block the door. You can still do it as Acrobat because his bomb radius is just so huge. I'm surprised it didn't nerf that by now. But yeah, Acrobat can still do it, but Entomologist, Magician, they can't do it there anymore. And the bees are too wide. The door with Diori. Hunter spawn second stop, by the way. I noticed. I got it. Watch, it's gonna be Lizard. He's gonna like jump right inside using second stop. Because by the way, there's no roof above us. For those that don't know, there's no roof. He can just jump in here if he wants. Okay, is that actually about to happen? Okay, close. It was very close to happening. That's basically the same thing. The problem is Earthquake is in range. Maybe I should have... Nah, never mind. She missed it anyway. Why did I let go of the bees there, by the way? Because when you use the bees, you actually don't keep window boost. Very important thing to remember. Slow ball. Make him think that I'm not there. Oh no! That's so annoying. I haven't slow vaulted, so he doesn't know for sure if I'm still there. Aww. Bad warp. At least the warp was crappy. What is that wall? She has a vine, by the way. But where's the vine going? No one knows. It's beyond our reasoning. Nice. Thank you for the pallet boost. Oh wait, I don't have pallet boost. Uh-oh. No, we're dead. I shouldn't have dropped it. I should have left it up, because if I drop it, she can easily go around. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so bad at Entomologist. So bad at Entomologist. I just gave her... I should have... What am I doing? I should have made sure she gets closer before I vault that window. I was like thinking, some hunters will do that, but I thought she wouldn't do that. Like, yes, if you... That's kind of the disadvantage of doing a slow vault, is that if you do a slow vault, some hunters just don't care that they didn't get a vault notification. They still just go downstairs. So she didn't know that I didn't vault. I guess if she heard it, then she knows, right? Anyway, what support do I have this game? If she puts a door, I don't know what her plan is. Okay, that's her plan. No, does that remove the bees? It does. Fake? No, it didn't work. Wait, we might still live. No. That sucks. Yeah, you can remove the bees with a hit. It's the same thing as a basic hit. I don't think we make this, guys. I just did it too bad of a kite. My kite was just not good enough. Even though the warp was bad. Too bad. What is Antiquarian doing? Antiquarian is setting up. Antiquarian is setting up. Oh, she wasted her warp, so now I can use the stop. That's so funny. No, I still can't use it though, otherwise I'm gonna get cut off. No, we can't use it still. Earthquake? Man, that time she waited. Smart hunter. She can see me, by the way. This is so bad. When you go in the rocks, she can see you for those 8 seconds. Which is so bad. Great stick. Anti-Crane killing us over here. I mean, it's not over. I just wouldn't count on her. That's the thing. Oh my god. That's why you only rely on yourself. That's why I never rely on my teammates. That's literally why. Literally right next to the wall. She literally was standing right next to the wall and she missed her thing and I died because of that. Honestly, with better teammates, that's still a win. Even with that crappy Kai, but holy crap, man. She can't decode the Cypher Machine because she blocked it. You can't do the Cypher Machine. Our teammate... Dude, it didn't help that our teammate... ran... Well, actually, I don't know if she ran towards the Cypher. I don't know what happened, actually. By the way, did they remove the doors? Or are the doors still here? No, the doors are technically still there, but... basically non-existent. Maybe the beast can still block it, though. Yeah, as you can see, you can't do the Cypher for 12 seconds. Or is it 10? Is it 10 or 12? I forgot. So she's gonna block it of normal. Oh, man. I think we're actually gonna lose now. I don't think we can finish that Cypher. Too bad, man. Too bad. That's my bad. You can't block the doorway anymore. I like that she's still standing there, but you can't block the doorway. I guess if she puts like a stun. Even with a stun, it's not enough. That ball doesn't do anything. Oh man, we're actually not gonna have time for another game too. Too bad. Cypher is between 60 and 80. That's not the move, man. Should have spun around the obstacle. She can't really turn. That was his best bet. Too bad, man. I just messed up so bad on my card. It should have been fine, honestly. The safest play would be to just wait a little bit, see what side she's coming from, you know, and then you'll be fine. But yeah, that's the risk of doing that route. Unless you're Lawyer or Mind's Eye, then you can see. Vine's coming. That's another thing about Peddler. She's so crap. Like, why did they make it so you can hear the vine when it's coming? Why? I wouldn't drop that. Ooh, yeah. I'm sorry, Seki. You deserve better teammates than me. Parentheses. Oh, you're funny too. Oops, I meant to like the hunter too. Dude, that's so annoying. Should have lived there. It just the Antigrain just missed the most important stun of the game. Now, I'm not even talking about the balloon rescue. She overcommitted pretty hard on avoiding like a single chip hit when she's already at full health, and we just needed 20% on a Cypher. That too, but just missing the swing in the after the hunter was like right next to the wall when she created the wall too. I don't understand how you missed that. And I lost -7 for that, really? Come on, man. That's too bad. Alright, I think we gotta do some quests here. I gotta play one of these hunters and then one of some other hunter. Hula Blue, Go Man, Opera. See you guys in 6 minutes. Take care, Ted. Mystic in 4K. The worst thing about being on a Psyche stream is not just that if you get seen, it's being streamed. Is that I'm always looking back, so there's nothing I don't miss. Oh, man. Okay, what was I gonna play again? I forgot what I was gonna play again. Oh, yeah, Hula Blue. Okay, we're not gonna play Hula Blue anymore. That's fine. We'll just play Gomen instead. The options were Hula Blue and Hermit for that one quest. Pretty bad. I think I might do Quick Match for that next one. BCCC? What are these guys talking about? You've heard of BBC, now get ready for BCCC. Alright. Oh yeah, Ento also has passive under can see you for 2 seconds after leaving. Yeah, that too, but I was talking about the rocks. The rocks are a much bigger deal. Just because, you know, 2 seconds is really nothing. Oh yeah, you're right. After I vaulted that window. Well, no, but she doesn't have direct line of sight on me. I guess if she turned her camera just right, she might have. You're talking about when I vaulted that window. Maybe. You might have a point about that. You might have a point. And usually I don't like to do that route 2 times in a row just because... Well, you saw why. Because then it becomes really predictable. The Gravekeeper's actually a really bad Sorrow to chase, but maybe he'll mess up. It kind of sucks because we actually can't remove this shovel with a hit. We can only... Please don't break it. Oh, he's gonna break it. If we swing at that shovel, it only takes a chip damage off that shovel, unfortunately. We could hit him again here, I guess. We're not gonna have time to like set up a cage and hit him because the cage has animation time. Unfortunately. Why did he get out of his shovel? He got out of his shovel. Oh, we're at full presence now. Cool. That's gonna be really important. Because now we're just gonna be able to get our cages so much faster now. And they actually buff full presence, so Insolence has more value on Go Man than before. You could force the perfume out here. You gotta be careful here, though. Oh, she went backwards? Why? Oh, dang it. Okay, never mind. Cage just barely ran out. Oh, we can kill her with a basic now. I guess it works out. I don't even know why he would use his puppet there, since if I just swing away. If I swing away, then, you know, he also takes the same amount of damage. That shovel's gonna run out. He's reusing that shovel. I like how I did how on the second time he didn't get fooled by it and I actually ended up hitting him. So that was working to my advantage. We're just gonna blink him here. Is he gonna get blink fooled? Yep, he did. Nice. Got him by doing nothing. Always get the trade out, guys. Always try to get the trade out. That should be your priority, because now this trade is just going to be used to kill someone else. I'll hold on to the cages here. I'm in the driver's seat right now. They're the ones who have to get off the ciphers. So I'm just going to assume they do get off the ciphers, and we're going to hold on to these cages. And yeah, he can't use any puppets here anymore. Because remember, when we don't use our cages, we're still gaining more cages. There's no reason not to be patient, especially as a hunter who can hold 120 energy. I wonder if we go after the cipher right now. Oh man, free rescue. Nice, we baited the puppet just by standing there. And yeah, we definitely stop this. Also get a little bit of no survivors. And I'd love to chair on that cipher. I don't know if we'll be able to stop it. They might already pop it before I can stop it. Yo, write a rap, pop, stop. Okay, note to self, IDV song include pop and stop in the same sentence. No flywheel. I'm pretty sure she has flywheel, and I'm pretty sure it was ready. She opted for the perfume instead. She's not gonna be able to pick herself up here in time. She heals 30% slower. He's still doing the cipher. Okay, now he's stopped. We're just gonna force a book out of him. Where'd he go? There he is. Alright. I think we're gonna pick herself up here, that's fine. I'm gonna go there first. No tinnitus. Okay, so now we go there. There she is. Nice. We just need one cage now. Go man, perfectly balanced, as all hunters should be. We already used that chair too. Okay, now we're gonna play the next perfectly balanced hunter, which is Hula Blue. Don't you guys love these perfectly balanced hunters, man? Perfectly balanced. Just teleports around the map getting free hits on surrounds. Maybe he accidentally pressed out of the button to jump out of Shovel. I don't think so, because he didn't jump out of, he didn't like blast out of Shovel, he just got out normally. I guess, maybe, it's possible. Not even a single blink used, that blink that I still never used. I guess we didn't need the blink, even if that Gravekeeper forced it out. Although Novelist should give Goman a much harder time than that. That should have been much harder. Just because of the fact that you just Taikai, you just use Palace, that's already Goman's weakness. Not going out in the open. And then on top of that, you just get a guaranteed stun on him, switch with the book, stun him, and then every stun you get gives you like 50% book back. You know, every book you get also, you get less of it back, though, to be fair. Hubba Bubba is way too weak. IDV should definitely nerf. You mean buff, because he's way too weak, right? Okay, now we just gotta do one Hula Blue match. We got a quest to play Hula Blue and Goman just because that's what they use in Call of Biz. Who would have guessed? But I'm gonna play Hula Blue. The other option is Opera Singer. Maybe, I guess, if Opera Singer turns out to be a better option, I'll go her. Hula Blue is gonna be better against Puppeteer than Opera Singer. You know, I'm also just curious though. I'm also just curious because Hula Blue got nerfed. And I do want to play Hula Blue just to see how much of an impact it really had. Do I have the right build? What do I have? I hope I have Peepers. That's the only thing good on Hula Blue. Maybe you can make an argument for Abnormal. No. Last week you had to do a quest with Goman, or it was Hula Blue or Hermit. And this week you need to do Goman or Opera Singer. There's a new week of quests this week. And now the hunters are Opera Singer and Goman this week. Those are the free ones, by the way. So if you guys don't have those characters, you can play them for free, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that you can play them for free. Should be available. So the major nerf to Hula Blue is that now, as you can see, because of the slower swing speed, we're never going to be able to get more than one hit with a single clone, unfortunately. That's a downside. Well, you can't vault that, otherwise it's a terror shock. Okay, sure. By the way, we're playing on the exact same map. Not the exact same spawns, but same exact map. There's already a Peeper here, but I guess I'll drop another one just because Peepers only last 60 seconds. See, this is the thing, though. Someone should be rescuing here. Pretty sure. Is anyone gonna rescue? Yeah, dude. Not a whole lot to do about that, but it is what it is. We'll knock her down relatively easily. We have impulsive. Okay, well, this is not really a dedicated Hula Blue build. Man, there's no chair here. We're gonna have to take a while. Just a chair. I really want to destroy that portal. Peeper over there will cover me if someone walks. Yep, this one's walking. I would love to get double hit. Double? No, we didn't get it. Oh, we got one. There it is. We can actually get white on her now. Now she'll be dead. Drop a Peeper just to make sure. And I don't want to jump right away just in case she hates it. I'm gonna pick her up. I think we should be able to make it to the Priestess on time, but man, Priestess heals so fast, I don't know if we will. Oops. Bees do disappear eventually. No, she actually got up and I can't even kill her yet. have to actually slowly knock her down.
Huh?
We'll just chair here. Oh, actually, this is a mistake. Priestess gets a better portal here. Okay, I should have chaired over there. Although, these survivors can't really take advantage of this area. Man, now, that was a huge mistake. Now she could just portal right through and get to her world portal. Are you going to use your ability? Oh, you can't because you're in the red. I don't want to get red on you anymore. Get out of here. Yes, got the hit on there. Okay, this is looking pretty good. He's gonna try to destroy my people. He's over there working on middle. I didn't get a good look at that cipher, but I don't know if it has any progress on it. I don't think it did, because that cipher wasn't shaking at all when he was touching it. Oh no, it does have some progress. 40. Nice, we wasted his ability. That's not going to do any. He actually can't even use his second ability because I went out of range. You can only use it in a 13-meter range. Barely didn't get red on him. He's not going to rescue. Come here, puppeteer. Ooh, almost about to pop the cipher too. No! Barely right as it ran out. Should have waited just a little bit longer. Can I mind you? Man, you vault so slow. I don't even have time to like do anything. All right, he should still get black here. That's kind of the funny thing. The puppet doesn't actually protect from you getting more colors. Flywheel. So we can actually track out where the knight is using our clones here, which is really nice. But we have to be in range. We have to be within tinnitus range. Pretty sure. Oh, I see him. I just saw him. Is he hiding here? Oh, no, he's just working on the cipher. It was out of range anyway. I thought I placed it correctly, dude. Come on, man. Alright, there we go. Got our 2 hunters done for the day. For the 2 weeks, I should say. Cool blue cosplay one. Second needs to twist his hair into croissant. What the hell? Snapple, thanks for joining us. Thanks, sorry for the very questionable plans for your team. It's alright. You guys were good. Dude already went offline anyway. Get our battle quest done. So see, you can do Hula Blue or Hermit. You get some 5 apples. Or you can do Goman or Opera Singer. Which should be free. I'm pretty sure all the characters here are free from the champion lineup. As well as from last week, which was Gravekeeper, Gardener, Puppeteer, and Novelist. Who did I even play that I got this done? I guess I played Gravekeeper. Cool, cool, cool. Also, Composer, Gamekeeper got their character days up, so if you guys want to do that, there's still time to do that. Even though their birthday already passed, you can still do it. Oh, and also we got some essences to open from the new season. I haven't even read what the new character does. I'll have to get back to it. He's mega bald, though. We got our first Baldy in the game. Is this the first Baldy? I think it might be the first one. Alright, let's see what we get. You think you're gonna head out? Bye, Chad? I mean, no, man, Keith, you can't miss out on the essence opening. This is the best part, man. This is the best part of the stream. Okay, take care, Keith. I appreciate you for coming here, man. Let's see if we get anything. If you know how it goes, you know we don't get anything good here, guys. We don't get anything good here. Nothing. We don't expect anything. And if we get nothing, then so be it. If we get something, cool. You know, but we're probably not gonna get anything. Let's be real here. Clerk got a threaten. Is that the new emote? Is that the new emote that I saw earlier this stream? All those days of Mercenary wasted. Mercenary, I don't think Mercenary is bald. I think he's just bald in the files. In lore, I don't think he's bald. I'm pretty sure he does have hair. Knight is blue, cool. Got Thief. Bro, Thief. Looking like he did something dirty. Thief is on that Zaza, dude. It's like, yeah, I got the little girl skin, but I don't have little girl boss. Should I buy her? No. She sucks. But you can buy her if you want. She's just probably not that good of a survivor to buy. If you don't have little girl buy, you probably have more important survivors to buy. Little girl is like the last survivor I would buy. I'd even buy Puppeteer before little girl. Alright, well, we got nothing. As expected, guys, we got nothing. What can I say? I already saw it coming. What do we get? Oh, Nightwatch got something new. Colorful Memory, Opera Singer. Yeah, we did have some characters missing the Colorful Memory series. Portraits, cool, cool. What am I wearing, though? Is this Colorful Memory Blood Queen, then? Colorful Memory Blood Queen. Portrait. Oh, yeah, no, it's Dark Side. Dark Side, yeah, that's another series that they gotta do for Shadow and Puppeteer. Unless they already have it. We got some new skins. Night Blue, cool. Night is in blue now. Got something for Gravekeeper. Excavation Leader, cool. Got something for Novelist. Novels got a graffiti. No one cares. And Little Girl. What do we get for Little Girl? An emote. She has a shadow mode now. Alright. Sure. Sure, you can have that, I guess. And, oh yeah. How could I forget? The best emote. We gotta put the star emote on. What am I doing? And, put the shout back on here. What is this emote, bro? We gotta put that on. What is she doing? Okay. We got something for Wax Artist. What do we get for Wax Artist? Beat Skin. Cool, cool. Artifact Restore. And we got something for the big old ugly clerk. Oh, man, I hate this hunter. Does she still have no graffitis, by the way? This clerk still to this day has no graffitis. I just use the basic. I use the basic when the character has no graffitis. So I guess she just has no graffitis. Like, exclusive to her. Ignore the hundreds of graffitis I'm skipping. Yeah, she has no, like, clerk-specific graffitis. Clerk has no graffitis. That's interesting. Maybe she had one on the launch pad that I missed at some point, but none that I have. Alright, well, apparently Clerk has no graffitis. Interesting. Oh yeah, what was the emote? What was the emote for Clerk? That was the new thing. It just automatically equips it. Oh yeah, it was the thing that I saw earlier. I was like wondering, what is that? I've never seen that before. It's the Threaten. They just released it. I think they just released it. Maybe it was already in the game. I don't know. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's stream. If you guys enjoyed today's stream, be sure to like it up. Be sure to subscribe. Turn on notification bell to never miss a stream. We stream every Mondays and Thursday from 20 to 22 EST time zone. That's when we usually stream. Let me make sure we update the record to be right really quickly. Oh, and I regret updating it. T guys, it's like a math class now. T losses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we lost 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's keep it at 4, guys. Maybe we should have kept it at 4. Pretty mediocre rank session. Could have done a little bit better that game on my kite. Honestly, should have done better. But we still could have won. Still had a chance there. Just gotta do better next time. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the stream, be sure to check out more streams just like this one. With that being said guys, join my Discord server if you're new around here, if you haven't already. I will see you guys all later. And yeah, thanks for joining. Take care, Kylie, Yoons, Maxi profile picture with the owl. Keith, take care, man. And yeah, Tato's long gone. She died. Okay, she's not dead. Alright guys, with that being said guys, thank you so much for joining. I will see you later. Take care. This has been Psyche. Peace out, everybody.